In a first-of-its-kind initiative in India, the western state of Maharashtra's Social Justice Department will reserve a housing project comprising of 150 flats. Get this, for the transgender community in the city of Nagpur. Our correspondent Disha Shah has more details.
This is 32-year-old transgender woman Chameli from India's financial capital, Mumbai. She says living a transgender life has not been easy. While the list of issues that the community faces is endless, one of the major problems that they face is finding a home to live.
20 साल से रहे मैडम ये में 20 साल से रह रहे हो बाहर कोई इंसान अपनाते नहीं हम लोगों को बाहर रूम देते नहीं हम लोग को इसलिए यही एरिया में 20 साल से रह रहे ज़्यादा बाहर देख रहे देते नहीं हम लोग अपनाते नहीं ये इज्जत देते नहीं हम लोग को.
Chameli, along with 1,000 transgenders, live in Dharavi, Asia's largest slum. The homes here are 6 by 8 square feet each, in narrow and dark lanes, filled with dirt and garbage. They say they're forced to live in slums as they aren't accepted in the society. Chameli's daily routine is to get ready and go to the nearby signal with other members of the community and ask for money from people. She says this is the only source of income. To address the housing discrimination, the Maharashtra government has proposed an affordable housing scheme for the transgender community in the city of Nagpur, approximately 800 kilometers from Mumbai.
The 2011 census had identified around 4,88,000 Indians as transgenders, out of which 20,000 have been reported from the state of Maharashtra alone. We have heard and we have seen several states in India setting up hostel facilities or shelter homes for transgenders, but this is the first time that the state of Maharashtra has proposed a housing scheme for the transgender community.
Under the proposed housing scheme, 150 flats of 450 square feet each will be provided in a housing complex in Nagpur city. Transgenders who want to own an apartment under this scheme will have to have an identity card and a certificate issued by the government and need to pay only 10% of the flat price. The government will pay the rest and also provide facilities to avail bank loans for the said 10% share.
When we interacted with the transgender community organizations, we found that they have acute problem of accommodation. And thus we contacted a few government organizations. Nagpur Improvement Trust fortunately came up with a plan and have shown us certain buildings. One building we have identified for our transgender community, and in that the convergence model was applied, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, certain components from Social Justice Department and some contribution from the transgender community person.
The transgender community have welcomed the move. They say this was the need of the hour, and this housing scheme will change their lives positively.
बहुत सारे challenges को face करना पड़ता है from childhood because of our gender. कि हम transgender होने के कारण हमें family accept नहीं करती है, हमें society से कोई support नहीं मिलता है, system से कोई support नहीं मिलता है. और अब जो देख रहे हैं हम कि महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट ने हमें जो ये घर देने की घरकुल योजना जो जिसके बारे में उन्होंने स्कीम्स बनाई है, तो मुझे अच्छा प्राउड फील होता है.
Transgenders believe this housing scheme will bring them into the mainstream at par and equal with everyone else. They're also hopeful that it will also open up different opportunities in getting a decent job, education and income for them and their families. With video journalist Mangesh, Disha Shah for WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.